The flexibility has to be a part of your daily or weekly routine. This is my daily routine. I'm gonna show you. I started it because you know that time you always hit snooze every single morning, and it's usually for about 5 or 10 minutes? Well, it was just a waste of time, right? So I noticed that the snooze button never did any good. So what I do is I now do a snooze stretch in the morning. So I'll go ahead and hit my snooze button, I'll roll onto the ground, and I'll go ahead and do this stretch. So you're gonna first start off with your hips right against to the wall. From there, you're gonna go ahead and lean down, and then you're just gonna shift your body so that your booty is against the wall. This ensures that you're going to be the closest you possibly can get to the wall. Now, for a modification, you're gonna go ahead and just start with your hips a little further out, so that way you're not completely vertical. But eventually over time, you're gonna want to be vertical so you're able to have a nice good hamstring stretch right here. So if you're tight, you're gonna immediately feel this one. If you're not tight, go ahead and bring your feet closer and closer to your head until you feel a nice good stretch. And so you're first just gonna always play with your toes. Rock them forward and back as you're gonna notice a nice good stretch and blood flow going through the back of your legs. And again, my stretches are usually anywhere from about 3 to 5 deep, deep breaths where I'm taking some nice, good, long exhales. After that, my next stretch is I'm going to bring my legs out into the splits. Now, when I first started this, I could only go to about right here. And so that's totally fine. If you can only stop right here and you're gonna feel a nice, good stretch, that's totally okay. Now what I want you to do to even practice this is I want you to mark on the wall where you could go. And over time, you'll start to notice that you're gonna start bringing your legs down to the point you can almost get into the splits. And so this is a good place just to snooze and just allow your hip flexors and allow your flexibility to really take over as gravity is pulling down. And from here, again, taking some nice, good, deep breaths. Then next after that, what I like to do is I'm gonna go ahead and just walk my feet in. I'm gonna bend my legs, and I'm gonna do what's called, like, I guess you could say, the froggy on the wall. This is really phenomenal for any low back pain. So really open up your legs, drop your knees away, and allow a nice good stretch through your hip flexors and your low back right here. The next stretch, I'm gonna have you go into a twist. And so you can go ahead and just bring that other leg over to the other one. You can bring your hands out to the side and allow your legs to come all the way down to the mat. This is going to feel phenomenal on your low back. Now, do keep in mind this is for somebody that doesn't have a back injury. If you are injured, you want to please consult your doctor, physician, or whoever that knows about your injury and ask if this is okay. If you're not injured and you feel this is a nice good stretch, then this will be phenomenal for you. And then after nice good deep breaths, go ahead and switch to the other side. Awesome. And then there I end with the lateral split. Actually take it up onto the mat and go into, you can also go into a low lunge, and then also you can rock it back and forth. If you just keep playing with this, and as you walk if you heel toe your foot even wider and further away, eventually you'll be able to play until you'll get into those splits. So I remember when I first started, I was probably about right here, and then as I continue to keep hitting my snooze button after the years, I definitely was able to do the splits.